What is going on, my dudes and dudettes? It's Sean here with SNS Herpetarium. I'm chilling with my warmer python right now. She's looking gorgeous as ever, little juvenile. And I thought, why not talk about today Dwarf Burmese pythons. They're a species I've been interested in a long time. I've done an awful lot of research on them. It is something I want to get into my collection in the future for sure. So let's just get straight into it then. So Dwarf Burmese pythons. These are a dwarf species of the Burmese python. They're located on islands off the coast of the mainland. And they max out at around 8 foot for a female. And that is the absolute max size then. They've got a really busy pattern compared to Burms. There's a lot of sort of jagged edges and smaller blotches going on. It's really different looking. It's sort of like, if you didn't know any better, you might think it's a morph of Burmese python looking at it, but it's not. It's the dwarf locality. They feed readily on frozen rodents, thankfully, because otherwise it'd be very difficult to keep them in captivity. They've got a great appetite, just like their bigger cousins with the mainland Burms. There's no morphs currently available of them of the locality type, but there are crosses, 50% crosses of dwarfs and albino and granite and hypo and 75% and so on. But these could still get a little bit larger than what you bargained for. So it is important to buy off a reputable breeder and see the parents if you're going to go for a cross. They have a bad reputation as far as temperament goes. They can be known as quite bitey. I can't really comment on it. I've heard people that keep them say no, that's not true. And a lot of people say that that's because the people that say that have had wild caught specimens, which I think is a fair comment. And I do think with time, as we get further and further in the generations, they'll just become tamer and tamer. If you get a baby and a hatchling and work with it, I have no reason to think that it wouldn't be just as tame as any Burmese, but obviously at a much more manageable size. These guys, they need to be fed moderately. I wouldn't power feed them, just like any animal. I wouldn't power feed it. It's not a good idea. If you feed it a decent sized prey item every week when it's under 2 years old, and then go to every 2 weeks when it's sort of 2 to 3 years old, and then perhaps every 3 or 4 weeks then, or 2 to 4 weeks when it's 4 years or older. It really depends on what you want to do. As long as you're not overfeeding it or underfeeding it, then I'm not too worried about that. It doesn't matter too much there. As far as enclosure goes, I'd say a 4x2 viv is going to be ample for most examples of dwarf Burms. As I said, they don't get that large. Just be aware that there are people selling the mainlands as dwarfs as well, so that's something you want to watch out for. Make sure you are buying off someone reputable that knows what they're talking about, and can give you sound babies and hatchlings or whatever you're after. So yeah, that's pretty much all I could talk about for this little topic. As I said, it's just going to be a quick little video on my thoughts and a little bit of background information on the Dwarf Burmese. If you're new around here, guys, make sure you subscribe, smash that notifications bell, destroy that like button if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.